time for Winging It Buffalo Style. I'm Diana Fairbanks.
And I'm your CW star, Matt Snyder.
And it is July 23rd. Do you know what that means? You know what that means.
I think I know what it is.
Yes, it is National Hot Dog Day. I didn't know that until recently that was going to be today. But it is a holiday. Of course, we are going to celebrate. Who is with us? Yes, but our own Frank Gourmet food truck here in Buffalo. We had so much fun celebrating the 4th of July with them. We had to invite them back for round 2, so make sure you stick around. Our cooking segments are going to be all about their famous gourmet hot dogs. We're going to go out there to the food truck in just a couple of minutes.
And of course, we're continuing along our zip trip week, and this is summer fun and a little bit of far away, but short enough distance that you can make it out for the day. And we're going to head out to Syracuse for a little shopping and a few surprises with Destiny USA.
We're also going to talk about, of course, the royal baby, but we're also going to speak with a local gynecologist about some birthing trends for all the women who are expecting out there, moms, even women who've had children who might want to get in the conversation too, see what's happening, you know, with Kate Middleton and what she chose to do when she delivered her baby in the world, and maybe if that signifies more trends for moms to be. We're going to check it out.
Well, because everyone's baby crazy right now.
A little bit. We got to talk about the baby. Of course, you're all caught up, right? Because it happened yesterday, but we got to still talk about it a little bit. The royal baby, we don't always name yet. It could be hours away still from getting a little glimpse of the guy, but we do know that the future King of England and his parents are doing just fine this morning. His Royal Highness arrived at 4:24 p.m. weighing in at 8 pounds, 6 ounces. That's a decent sized baby. I got to tell you, even Prince William was only 7 pounds when he was born. Well, let's see, the official birth announcement. Let's take a look at that. The Queen, the Duke of Edinburgh, the Prince of Wales, the Duchess of Cornwall, Prince Harry, and members of both royal families. They've all been informed, delighted with the news. Of course, medical staff present there as well. Marcus Setchell, the surgeon gynecologist, Mr. Guy Thorpe-Beeston, the obstetrician, and Dr. Sunit Gadmimi, the consultant neonatologist at St. Mary's Hospital. We don't know the name of the boy yet, but a lot of folks are going with, thinking George or James. Those are pretty safe bets, so we're going to have to see which one they go with.
One of the interesting things about this is, despite the gender, they have changed the law. We know it's a boy, but if it was a girl, the line of succession would have remained the same no matter what. So this could have been a, it's a big deal now. The law has changed, but they could have made history with a girl who would be in line for the throne. Right,
because what would have happened is if Kate had a girl, if she had then had a boy later, that boy would have jumped the girl in line for the throne. But it's they did change the law, so if the next time that happens further down, that the girl will still have the right to be.
I just don't like how they don't tell you the name. I'm sure there's a name right now. I feel like you should just know right away, right? Or do they take their time? I hear that the royal family takes a little bit more time to figure out a name.
Well, it's funny, I heard too that some parents who have just given birth out over across the pond they're actually holding off on naming their sons because they want to see either to go with or to go against whatever Kate picks.
There's a few misidentities. Just a little bit of people that don't know what they're going to do yet.
Yeah, well, all the buzz, of course, Buckingham Palace. Let's check out what's happening over there. Here's how the world found out. Once the Queen had been alerted of the royal birth, the royal couple's press secretary handed over the official birth announcement at St. Mary's so it could be driven to Buckingham Palace, then placed on that gorgeous gilded easel outside of Buckingham Palace. Huge crowds just gathered to see the tradition. Of course, there's also the town crier. And then while this was happening, the official Clarence House Twitter account confirmed the baby boy's birth, setting off more than 500,000 related tweets about the subject. I think the social media aspect is really funny.
Well, I think that they're keeping up with the times.
Oh, yeah. And it's not just social media, it's actual media. Good old-fashioned print media, if you will. They really took it to the extreme over there across the pond in England and the UK. You got to check it out. The Sun, for the very first time, here's the Daily Telegraph. It's a boy, pretty classic headline there. Moving on to The Guardian. A birth, a boy, a prince, and a king. Okay, that's a decent one. This is my favorite, though. The Sun, which is normally spelled, of course, S-U-N. For the first time, they changed it to S-O-N, which I think is clever. And oh boy, one's a grandpa. I don't know. I mean, you're gonna of all the people you could put on the cover, I don't know.
It's the least likely story right there that someone is a grandfather. It's kind of ignoring the basic stuff. But there's also several landmarks around the world that were celebrating the birth announcement also. So I know that the British Commonwealth of Ontario, Canada illuminated Niagara Falls with the lights signifying the arrival of a boy as planned. In 1991, Diana, Princess of Wales, and young William Duke of Cambridge and Prince Harry's paid a visit to Niagara Falls wearing raincoats for an up-close tour. So this was definitely, you know, a big, bold, exciting way to show that. The CN Tower in Toronto as well as landmarks in New Zealand also flashed blue and announced the birth of the British heir to the throne, of course. And the British Royal Navy made the display for the Duke and Duchess, and that is that they spelled out boy. That a lot of really cool things.
I love it. You know, of course, Niagara Falls, they were prepared to go pink, you know.
Either would have worked.
The situation called for that. You have a chance to see it tonight. They're going to go blue again tonight. But while we were there yesterday getting a little video, we actually, our Winging It crew actually broke the news about the baby to some folks who were visiting the falls.